So this is my setup. This is a 2021 Coachman Expedition. I did buy it used. With any travel trailer, there's maintenance that you need to take care of. One reason why I went with a stick and tin version is that if you damage one of these panels, it can be replaced. So that's kind of nice in case a tree decides to bite you. So some additions that I've done with this is, first thing, when you get to your campsite, for leveling, I use the Beech Lane leveler. It's a Bluetooth device that goes inside the camper, and you can get level pretty easily with this. I also use the Anderson leveler chocks. People recommend using this particular brand. Some of the others have failed along the way. Of course, I use this when I'm hooking up my power. A couple of other things I've added is I added these rubber feet onto the bottom of my leveler jacks and rubber pads. This has dual batteries, battery shut off, which is really nice, dual propane. I also added on tire monitors. So these are from Tire Minder. Goes to a unit right inside your vehicle. You can continuously monitor the pressure. Another thing I really liked about this was that it comes with a rack and a ladder. You can easily add a backup camera. This didn't have it on there, but I added a platform for 2 more propane tanks in case you're out boondocking. Then you can carry 2 extras. This is the OxBlox, weatherproof. Works great for your jack. This setup comes with, this is an extra for solar. So it comes with a 100-watt solar panel to begin with. You can add up to 400 watts. Comes with the inverter. And I've added another solar panel on the top. That's in a previous video on my channel. Real simple installation for a flexible Renogy, and it really, I typically use a Blackstone when I'm cooking, and this nice little organizer. So the fence panels for the 2 Chihuahuas, I got that from Chewy. So there's a total of 4 sections here. It gives you a really nice big pen, and they've got lots of room. I also changed out the steps. This used to have just 2 steps, and it was actually pretty steep for the dogs to go in and out. So I swapped that out for the 3-step. So my outdoor setup is pretty simple, really. I like these rocking chairs. They fold up nicely. Everything that compacts down is helpful for storage because you don't get a ton of room. The dogs have a little cot there. And I just try and have a few games, keep myself entertained. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but right down there is the lake. So pretty sweet place to camp, and not a lot of issues going on here. So it's, yeah, definitely one of my annual trips. Okay, then once inside, some things that I changed right away. So first thing I did was got rid of the RV mattress because basically it's terrible. We cut one open one time and it was just filled with plastic, shredded plastic. So I took that out. I tore out a little storage unit that was at the end of the bed and bought an actual full-size queen mattress at Ashley Furniture. Worked out great. I cut up the storage bin that was at the foot of the bed, and I made a couple little things, like a little shelf here for my DVD player. This camper, because it was used, it did need some little upgrades. So what had happened is that with most of these now, they're put together with staples and a prayer. And so I've had to fix a few things. First thing that was happening was that the paper on the wallpapered panels, the paper was actually coming off. So I spent a good deal of time removing all the paper from the front part of the camper here and painted it. I put wood trim on the seams just to kind of help out so the seams didn't show. Might have to do a little bit more. I added the backsplash here to the kitchen and to the bathroom. This comes with a 3-burner stove and an oven. I actually prefer this setup. They now just make this camper with 2 burners, no oven. I've used the oven, and the 3 burners gives you a little bit more room for cooking. It comes with a television that runs off of the batteries. It works quite well, so if you're out boondocking, you just turn on the inverter, which is down here. TV's connected right to that, and the speaker system. I did also swap out the speakers, so it came with some kind of cheap speakers, so I put kicker speakers in there. Has your regular thermostat for your furnace and your regular panel for your functions. Now, I kind of prefer this actually to some of the smart models, because if the smart model quits working, you're out of luck and you're down on your camping for a while. So this has the Norco refrigerator freezer combo, which has worked really well. So it runs off of AC or gas, propane. Microwave above that strictly runs off of AC. You get quite a bit of counter space and vent, hood, and light there. So with any travel trailer, it's a moving object. Maintenance is required, so you need to kind of go over things. I've had this panel fall down on a rough road, so then I had to put that back up with screws instead of staples, so got that taken care of. The sofa makes into a bed. The cushions were kind of maybe a little worn from previous owner, so I took the bottom out and took it to the upholstery shop and had them put in like high density foam. Now it's great. I added the footstool because this does not recline, so it's actually quite comfortable, and I'm pretty happy with this camper overall. It does a lot of things that I need it to do. Got a nice little shower, and you have your regular sink, footstep toilet, a vent inside there. There's also a vent above the bed. Here's some fun stuff you can get if you're camping, boondocking without any power. So first thing is a Modgy Lantern. You can dim this so you can save on the battery. You can make it smaller. Turn it, just on off button on the top. These are little Cabela's lanterns. This is a DJI power source. I think it's 500 watt. It was the smaller one. Got that on sale. It'll run the coffee pot or the toaster. And this is a Woozoo fan from Costco. It will run off of the solar system in the camper. And of course, the little bug zapper is helpful. Don't forget the tunes. I use a JBL Extreme, great sounding unit. And back home. So the products that I'm using, the Anderson Leveler Chalk, that's the one that holds up. The Beech Lane Inside RV Leveler unit, it connects to your smartphone via Bluetooth, gives you live view of if you're level, and then it also does front to back, so that way as you're getting set up, you can just see what you're doing in real time. It made my life so much easier. And I'm also using Renogy solar panels. I love those. They've done really well for me. Little cot for the dogs. This is the Nerf zombie target and the mini cornhole set from Walmart. Not really promoting any stores, just letting you know where it came from. A lot of stuff I do get from Camping World. The the Anderson chalk came from eTrailer. eTrailer is a great source for things. The RV pads that are on the foot pads, those probably came through Amazon. The other thing that I have is the Eufy security camera. EUFY, runs off of 4G Lite. You just buy the data and then you can see if there are any bears outside before you come out the door. So happy camping, everybody.